Clearwater Police Station. They stole my phone here, or they stole my phone on the beach at 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. They said they're using it for evidence. That's not true because I tried giving them the evidence of the assault and the threats that they were giving earlier in the night when they showed up the second time. The first responding officer was going to look at it, but then McMullen, which you guys like to call McMuffin, showed up and told his officer not to take my report. Then McMullen's supervisor showed up, and she wouldn't even listen to me of anything, and I told her I need to make a report, and she completely ignored me. So we're here at the Clearwater Police Station trying to get my phone back. I've dropped a few records requests, and I'd also like to report a crime, which is the assaults, which they wouldn't allow me to do Friday and Saturday night. So we're here. And John Filax, one of my heroes of 10 years, is here helping me. He sees what's going on here, and he wants to help with the cause. This is my first time going live. I wish I was live Saturday morning at around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning when all this shit happened. When things start getting more intense like that and people are threatening me and people are threatening to hurt me and the police are threatening to jail me even though I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm going live from now on because these police just steal shit. I mean, this is just out of spite right here. They're taking my phone. I tried showing them the evidence multiple times before that earlier in the night, and this wouldn't even have happened. That guy would have never got the balls to start chest bumping me and assaulting me if the police would have done something just about the threatening that they did. But no, the same thing happened with the bouncer incident. Multiple times, police were called. I told them to tell them that the sidewalk wasn't theirs. That's all they had to do, and the issue would have been over. But nope. They want to keep on escalating issues.
That's right. They'll arrest people for theft but do it themselves indiscriminately. Now, they feel when they have a costume and a gun, it's not theft.
Like I said, John Filax is here. This guy's been watching him for almost 10 years. He's one of the first guys to do this. This guy's like a hero to me. You guys need to start sending him some money if you're still watching his content because he's not getting paid by YouTube anymore. He even asked me for some employment. Yeah, this is pro bono. This is for all of us. So he's got a PayPal. I'm sure he's got a couple other of them money apps. Send the guy some money, man. 50 cents, $1. If all 250,000 of you guys that are subscribed to him send him a penny, he'd be all right. So send him $1. I mean, $250,000. If all you guys send him $1, it'd be $250,000. He could live off that perfectly fine, and probably even throw in this.
If you ever sent me $1, that'd be great. I would retire and just do YouTube from then on.
See, guys, he'll do YouTube straight up full time if everybody sent him $1.
We're having some meeting with the chief down that hallway there to the right, that blue hallway. But he told me what to file a police report. I don't know how long ago it was. More than 14 minutes ago.
Nobody's behind the door anymore. Hey, wait till you see the video. Earlier that night, there's this big-ass cop that I'd never seen before. And I said, I could tell, I could read your vibe. You're a bad cop. I said, you like to go hands-on. Guess who put their hands on me first?
Okay. Not just one of the audit.
How's everybody doing out there? I'm starting to see some comments now.
We are at Clearwater Police Department.
I gotta quit going in and out front of my door. That's what I just said to this. Said I could quit doing it. These assholes got me nervous all the time, man.
You live on the water?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Uh-huh.
So your house is always moving?
No. Well, yeah, in a circle.
Oh, you're anchored out in the water?
Yep. That's where all the boats
How
are.
do you get to the land?
Dinghy. I got a 14-foot dinghy. A kayak in case the motor goes
You want
wrong.
to leave your house, you got to use a dinghy.
Yeah, it's only a minute ride.
And what, just motorboat your way to the shore and
Yep.
tie your boat up there? And you can have it tied there for how long?
4 hours.
Wow. I never thought I could do that. I don't think I could do that.
It pays me.
How do I feel about Sandy Hook? There was a verdict. I would tell you how I feel about Sandy Hook, but they probably knocked me off the internet completely. You like how much seating they have here? 1, 2, 3, 4 chairs, and I'm taking up 1.5 of them. Yeah. Isn't this a great audit? The lobby of Clearwater PD waiting to file a police report. So what they say, they're gonna send out a deputy?
They just said, oh, yeah, I'll get somebody. Both things, they said they're going to get somebody, a supervisor for getting my phone back, and one to send out to make a police report that I'm trying to make since Friday night.
Approximately. One on the left, or doesn't even know.
And you probably don't know. I asked for records for him, and that guy's a straight moron also. What's the ETA on that? I know I'm being ignored on purpose.
I don't know. I'll call upstairs again and find out for you.
Okay.
There was 2 people in here before us that got help, didn't they?
Yeah. No, they were instructed last night. That blew my mind. Damn it. That blew my mind when dispatch told me that they were instructed to not let me talk to anybody.
Publish that on your channel?
Huh?
Publish that on your channel?
Not yet.
How do you have internet out there?
I got it on this tablet.
Oh, you pay it monthly for the tablet?
Tablet and the phone.
Hotspot?
Yeah. No, it's not like a hotspot. It's directly linked to the tablet, I guess, like a phone.
That's a good question, Trucker Nation.
Yeah, you guys, I'm shooting with my tablet right now.
Thank you.
Because obviously they have my phone. And then the phone, then the backup one for video, has got too many videos in it, and I can't erase anything else out of it, and they won't let me record with it.
They said they couldn't give me any information about the ETA, but she said they updated them that you wanted to file the report too. So they're aware.
And nobody's coming.
I can't answer that. I don't know who they're sending. I was told that the supervisor was gonna.
Can you ask who they're sending?
They said they got a supervisor. That's all I was told.
Can you send somebody out from Internal Affairs?
I'll see if they're available.
Okay. There's 3 requests for 3 different types of officers to come out here, and we're still sitting here.
What did she just say to you?
She said she'll see if anybody's in Internal Affairs to talk to me, because I asked for
She said
Internal Affairs.
before that, they're aware of something?
They're aware that I am here. They're aware that, and they told me that I'm aware of them sending a supervisor, and they're aware that I'm still sitting here.
They're aware that you're here, they're sending a supervisor, and they know you're sitting here. Okay. It is boring, man. I'm sorry, DW. I am from up north, Cleveland.
I'm from Erie,
I'm
Pennsylvania.
thinking about what I'm going to eat next. You telling me about boredom? This is what you got. I'm not going to force a situation.
For all you guys that are
They are interviewing.
just joining me, I got John Filax here with me. I know all you guys have subscribed to him. He's the OG of this auditing.
With me, his name is Clearwater Tyrant. Please subscribe to him. He's a new auditor. He's a new auditor who had a great idea of trying to turn.
What does GEO mean? Roseanne.
So they can file letters of intent to sue.
Hello, Martha from Texas. Hoping to give you guys some good content right here live, because I've got to go live apparently, because these guys are crazy as hell. stole my phone, beat me up, called into the jail before I got there, told them I'm a sovereign citizen. I told them the only sovereign citizen is that you guys with badges, because if my ignorance to law would put me in jail, your ignorance to law gets other people put in jail, and you pay no repercussions. So they're the only sovereign citizens.
Go eat at Mar-a-Lago, see if you get in. What the hell's Mar-a-Lago? You mean Mar-a-Lago?
So I'm doing today clear.
I'm doing good, right, son?
Hey, thank you, Martha. What's up, M Star Media?
I do good videos. I subscribe to that good, man. Subscribe to all entire North Carolina, South Carolina, East Carolina, Clearwater.
GEO says hi, John.
Gio?
Yeah.
What's up, Gio?
Say what's up, Geo?
What does that do with the voice box?
I don't know.
He says break it.
Yeah, I've seen the videos of him, but I didn't know who he's called. I seen him out with other otters.
That's Joe Biden flag. Right there by the. I'm talking about the indigency, because homeless people can file 1983 lawsuits.
Under informal paupers.
Under indigency, because they don't have any money, or they're indigent. Thank you, money.
Star in the hood.
We sell club robots in there, not Walmart. Those public servants, yeah, no, man.
Who am I? Justin Nairi. I'm First Amendment auditor. Rights Crispy. I've been trying to get a hold of you, brother. Email me. We're getting bigger and bigger auditors out here. John Filax is my hero. One of them. He's here today. Me and him are both live because you never know how crazy these guys are going to get. And from the looks of it, they're not even going to come out. I know this is lame, upstate New York. I will, Rights Crispy. I'll get my name. If John has your number, I'll definitely get it. Hey, John, Rights Crispy said, give me his number.
All right, ready?
Not right now. I'm on recording. I'll get it though, Rights Crispy.
42, yes, thank you. I bet this guy helps immediately get it.
But there's other under color of law too. I just can't remember one. 1983 is only one of them. I think there's 1982,
242.
Yeah, 242.
Title 18 section.
Yeah, there's lots of color of law under Title 18.
Generally is the 42 USC.
Yeah.
1983. I think the 248 Title 18, 242 is when there's more than one of them conspiring with each other to violate your rights under color of law.
So far, you guys, we've had mass accountability,
Tell one guy. I'm sure he has better things to do than record.
OGI, Open Government Investigations, came out a few weeks ago. Yesterday, Don't Tread on Me came. Now John Filax is here. We're gonna have more auditors come out. And anytime you guys want to come out and you want to stay the night, if you live too far, if this is what you do traveling, like Hammond Gets Press or Long Island Audit, or I think Long Island travels, or Sean Paul Reyes, or any of you guys that travel the United States and that's what you do. I know most of your money goes towards hotels. We're going to give you guys a nice Airbnb out on the water on one of our houseboats for free. I thank God all you guys come out here. I wish it would be very possible that every one of these auditors out there would come out here multiple times, come help for the cause. But anytime one of them boats are open, you guys want to come out, and even if a boat isn't open, I will find you a place to stay. We might have to bunk on my sailboat with me for the night, but it's comfortable, clean. It's everything I need. It's only 30 feet, but it's only me on the boat. It doesn't have to be nothing big, and if the world does take the shit, the world does take a shit, then I will absolutely be able to get out of here even without gasoline. I'll just throw the sails up and get the hell out of here. What cop with the mohawk? That's John Filax. Rice Krispie said I ran into that punk with the mohawk. I think he's a cop. I think he's saying you.
I got a mohawk.
Just a joker, huh?
241, 242. Expired.
I do a lot of pacing. Sorry, guys.
Period. And defamation rights under color law 42 subsection 1983. Civil action for defamation. Thank you, Dale Smith. The auditing fee.
I gave you a hard time.
Podcast, all those news network.
Oh, when the officer was parked in on the grass, right? Not in the road. Oh, no, I know which one you're talking about. The one you're talking about, the younger one, not McMullen. The McMullen case. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, his name is huge. It's too hard to even say. He wanted an ID either. He had the cocky attitude. He smokes Delta 8. Yeah, I put a complaint on him. They didn't do anything, obviously. Didn't do anything about the whole thing. Actually, that case right there I lost, so I've got to take it to a higher court. Even the idiot judge, his name was Judge Brown down here, didn't know what the long side of the street and the cross side of the street is. I mean, I know he knows what the long side of the street is and what the verbiage requires for the charge to actually stick, but he was protecting McMullen's qualified immunity, I'm almost certain. Hey, thank you for the offer, man. If I'm ever in Utah, I will definitely take you up on that. So just keep watching my channel. I'm eventually gonna have to start traveling to do this because I'm already pegged around here. And I do understand why people move around and do this, because one area is also dangerous. They start to get to know you, they want to hurt you, they want to keep on escalating things, and I'm afraid they might kill me even. Yeah, exactly right, Crispy. That guy's name was so long that anybody would have to require him to say it in order for them not to butcher it or even try to pronounce it. The guy's a jerk. I got 21 people on here. That's pretty good for, I guess, a month of doing this. I wonder how many people John got on live right now talking to.
Some of you guys do good. I like to see what he does in court.
And I don't know how you guys feel about that 501c3, the auditors I have got of, about throwing some money in. The lawsuit that I'm filing for them dislocating my arm over a year and a half ago, I'm gonna pretty much throw all of that money into a 501c3 that's gonna back up people that wanna audit. So if you get arrested within a certain amount of time and you file to be under our umbrella, we will pay your bond, we will get you out of jail. We will teach you how to file a 501c3, or no, not a 501c3, file a 1983 civil lawsuit or any other lawsuit that would pertain to what happened to you under the color of law. So if anybody wants to throw in on that, it'd be much appreciated just to even get it started. It's gonna cost $1,200 roundabout to get it started. And then after that, we're gonna need people to throw in for, like, you know, what's it gonna take to get people out of jail? What's it gonna take to train people? What's it gonna take to get people, you know, like counselors to tell these homeless or go out to the homeless and get them to do this? You know, everybody needs paid also. That would be working within the 501c3. But the thing about my 501c3 is most nonprofit organizations only give less than 10%. Like March of Dimes, they only give a dime towards their cause. The rest of it is taken by the people that run it. This will not be like that, I can guarantee it. I am not out here for the money. Trust me, I'm definitely not out here for the money. I'm scared to death every time I come out here. I can go to a job or start another business I don't have to be scared at. But when you get sick and tired, you get sick and tired, and somebody needs to make a change around here. And I'm hoping to do and get into whatever I possibly can. just to make a difference. And for doing that, I mean, my phone's getting stolen, the police are beating me up, the police are letting people beat me up, you know. I'm being threatened constantly. I didn't read that last reply, but there's a girl named Jamie said, make sure to tell John and Rice Krispie you're welcome too. Any auditor willing to take an old lady out, I'll be happy to help you all around here. I'm down for that. I'll take you out to dinner. Oh, you want to cook for us? And I suggest, Jamie, not going out alone. I learned the hard way. I probably will still be going out by myself, but you see how dangerous it is. I got arrested for disorderly conduct for getting assaulted and threatened. So I got put in jail for one night for 20 hours. Disrespected. The police called it into the jail, telling them I was a sovereign citizen, lying, so they would treat me even worse.
This guy said YouTube's looking at you, I get to watch your weight line. That's me, how long? That's funny.
I told him straight up. I said, the only people that are sovereign in the United States are you cops and COs and sheriffs. You know the reason why that is? Because ignorance to the law. If we claim it, they fine us, put us in jail or whatever. They say there's no excuse for the law. But when the officer has ignorance to the law and throws somebody in jail unlawfully, and he uses qualified immunity for ignorance of the law, then he's sovereign, correct? And that's why they do what they do, because they don't face any consequences. Hurting people, throwing people in jail legally, killing them. There's no responsibility. They take none. So we've been here live for 21 minutes. I know I've been here for about 45 minutes to an hour. Nobody's here to help. Upstate New York grower, yeah, I found out I don't even hang on that side of town anymore. I hang out on North Beach, like the bars around the Wyndham and the Hyatt, you know. Any place I've ever stayed in the United States, at the Wyndham and the Hyatt, you know, they've always met good, decent people.
Hey, Justin.
Are you Kirkpatrick?
Sorry?
What's your name?
Casper.
Oh, Casper.
You and I have spoken before.
Yeah, I just found out you don't like First Amendment honors and illegally arrest them and have their charges thrown out. So is there anybody else in Internal Affairs besides you and Todd
I came
Turpak?
down here to answer your questions. So, about your phone, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, it was taken as evidence in your case.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's the evidence you guys want out of that?
I'm not the case agent. I'm just telling you why it was taken. So, it was taken as evidence. The detective that's been assigned that has the authority to release that after they meet with the state attorney's office to determine if they want that evidence kept or not. So it's at that level.
Well, I'd like to press charges, and that's my evidence to press charges, and I was trying to show that evidence to the officer that night, but the officer wouldn't take my report.
Can he
The lieutenant wouldn't
voluntarily
take.
submit the evidence to you?
Okay, hold on one second. I just want to hear him and then I'll, yes, go ahead, sir.
So I need that phone in order to make charges to you guys.
Against somebody else?
Yes,
Okay.
and I was trying to make that report that night.
So a separate incident.
No, it was all the entire incident from the start. The first time they called the cops on me, they thought they owned the sidewalk.
Okay.
Officer showed up.
Okay.
What was her name? The responding officer was very good. Said this is the First Amendment right. Finally, they showed up, because all the other times, all your officers showed up. They said you got to get off the sidewalk, this and that. We're going to trespass you all, this, that, and the other.
Okay.
They were lying to get me off the sidewalk. This one finally said he's not doing anything wrong. It's First Amendment right, and left. Second time they came back, I said they called and said I was getting in people's faces with a phone or whatever, which I wasn't. I said that's why video doesn't lie. I said, but I was assaulted once and I've been threatened 3 times now. I said I'd like to show you the video. That's
So
what.
you wanted to
Hold
file
on.
charges against
I'm not done. I am not done. So let me finish and then you can answer your question. That's how we're gonna play this. So after, see, this is what happens when you cut me off. I lose train of thought and my story goes to total, and you never get to figure out what the hell's really going on. So please don't cut me off. So after the first time, and then they came back a second time. She was ready to look at my video. I switched phones so I could show her the video evidence. And I do have that video evidence of you guys not taking a report. Asked multiple times, like 5 or 6 times. Even McMullen's boss totally ignored me, got in her car and left.
Okay.
without taking a report, okay? And this is the same thing happened with the bouncer incident. If the 2 officers would have showed up within them 2 months and said, you guys don't own the sidewalk, there would have never been a problem, right?
Okay, but
Now,
let's get
hold
back
on,
to
I'm not done, I'm not done, I'm not done, I'm not done, I'm not done. I'm not done, I'm not
Why
done.
am I here?
I'm not done.
Don't talk
I'm
to
not
me.
done.
I'm
I'm not, don't cut me off then and you won't get this,
Did you have a
right?
question, sir?
This is John Filax.
Hi, Mr. Felix. Did you have a question for me?
So the evidence that you want is specific evidence from the phone, not the whole phone, all the contacts, all the apps he needs to live his life, right? So can he just not voluntarily give that to you?
I can ask that question.
Yeah, but we've been here 45 minutes already. Is this something that takes days? 'Cause,
No, we've been here for an hour
like, if you took my phone right now, I wouldn't be able to conduct my life or my business.
and I can't.
And I would gladly give you the evidence that you need off of it.
And I tried giving you guys the
And he
evidence
tried to do so. And
before getting arrested.
So let me ask you this. If we brought down a consent form for you to sign consent for us to go in and capture...
You're not going into my phone without me, period.
I'm asking.
I'll be here, I'll give you the evidence while I'm here.
Here's where the problem's gonna lie in, is that then evidence is altered, or this, that, and that. The state ultimately has the decision to make if they want to capture the evidence off your phone with how it
What
lies
evidence? I
down.
tried giving the evidence to you guys.
Listen,
So why didn't you take it then when I was trying to give it to you?
let her finish, man.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. The state has the ultimate decision-making in that process. If they don't think that your video is worth their prosecution...
Why was it
whatever
taken to
happens-
begin with?
Are you gonna let me finish?
Let her finish.
Thank you. Then it's up to them to release that phone back to you. If they're okay with you giving consent to put the phone back in your hands, to deliver that video over, they're the ones that make that call. I don't get to make that call.
When you say they, what do you...
The state attorney's office, because this case has been remanded for prosecution because he was arrested, and there's a detective that's in charge of that case. The detective has to get in touch with the state attorney's office and go over the evidentiary value.
What
and
state
make that-
attorney has this case right now?
I don't know, sir.
My next
This just
question would
happened the
be,
other
how
day.
would they get in the phone?
With probably a search warrant would be my guess.
So they
I got a
have to
fingerprint. You still need my
Is there
finger.
a search warrant in progress right now?
Not to my knowledge, sir.
How many days have you had the phone?
Since Saturday, since 2 o'clock in the morning.
Saturday,
So 3
2 days ago?
3 days ago? Yep. So I will follow up with the detective.
How long do you think somebody could live without their phone? Especially when this is what they do for their living.
I'm not going to say this to these.
This is out of spite. Just like you spitefully arrested that one guy a year ago that his charges were thrown
Are we
out.
talking about me or are we talking
We're
about...
definitely
what
talking
you
about
did?
you because you don't like First Amendment orders. You admitted it. You
How many
said
times have we talked?
you admitted on that video to not liking First Amendment orders. Well, there's one of the biggest ones right there.
How many times?
You hate his guts, don't you? Because he's the one who started this whole First Amendment order. I've known him about 10 years about one of them.
I've never met this man.
Yeah, but you hate First Amendment orders. He started it.
Okay. Well, Mr. Felix, it was a pleasure talking to you. Would you like me to have the detective contact you directly to give you instructions of what's going to happen to your phone?
Yes. And well, how are you going to get a hold of me?
That was my
Email.
next
You have my
question.
email. That's it. And then I have to check the
Is
email
it okay
randomly.
if I send it to you by email?
Yes.
Or do you want to give me another phone number with which to contact?
Send it to me on
What
email.
justification did they seize his phone in the first place?
Yeah, what?
Evidentiary value.
That doesn't
So
say
video
anything.
evidence?
Correct.
Okay, and you said he could sign a form to where he'll...
I'm not saying he can, I'm asking if he would be willing to do so, if it was a bargaining tool to get his phone back. I don't know, it's not my case. Okay?
I'd also like to make a complaint on your officers.
Hold on.
How long can you hold it without a search warrant? Because right now it's in limbo. There's no legal action being taken on it.
Evidence-
And like, he
evidence-
hasn't had due process.
Evidence is held until the case is closed or until it's released by the detective, which gets direction from the state attorney's office.
Yeah, but
What's your name?
if you were to get a warrant, you would need to specifically
What's your name, sir?
specify what it is that you want.
What's your name?
From the evidence.
That's how that works.
Right, so
What is it?
The phone has many gigabytes, and the evidence...
And what's your role here?
Megabytes, basically pennies versus
Okay.
millions of dollars.
Can you take a police report for me?
Any part, the small amount
Standing by with her
that's on the
right now,
phone.
doing one thing at a time.
He needs the rest of his phone to conduct his life.
I agree with you, and that's why I was asking.
So I don't see how it can lawfully sit in limbo.
That's why I was asking, but the only way for us to get that video, right, is to take it off the phone. And either that comes with his consent, and then that's done so that there isn't a tampering allegation or anything like that.
But what would he be consenting to logistically? Because he's not gonna hand it over to you.
I can't. Of course, and
Okay.
that becomes the problem, right? That's the crux of this issue, is I don't want to put words in the state's mouth that whether they're willing to even do that. It's an ask if he was willing to consent to coming in and offloading the video, or however that would work, that would be agreeable with the state, would he be willing to cooperate with that? That was the question.
Are you willing?
I was willing to cooperate to show him that night that he didn't take any report from me.
I have to call the state, well, the detective has to call the state, that's not.
Is the detective here?
I don't even know, I came down here.
What's his name?
Detective O'Grady.
Detective O'Grady. He's the one who arrested you?
Grady.
No, Williams.
That's the detective that was.
Williams is arresting officer.
And then Detective O.
So you guys got a detective on a disorderly conduct?
All of our arrests go get assigned to detectives at the end.
So when you say you'll go ask, we're talking, you're gonna go ask now, and in a few minutes you'll let us know.
So for a disorderly conduct, why did it take 10 officers?
Or I can just email him with the contact stuff.
I mean, if
so
it's,
they can have
if it's
that.
15 minutes, 20 minutes, we'll stay.
I don't know how long it's gonna take. That's why I said it might be better for me to go and try and track down that detective, whether they're here or not. They may be out doing interviews out in the field, sir. I don't
Well, if
know.
it's gonna take a long time, will you just come down and say, we'll email you because we want you sitting in the lobby for another hour?
Yeah, we've been here for an hour already.
I can do that.
Let's do
And that's what it took.
You're willing to let them have, as long as they give you your phone back, you'll let them have a little bit of video.
I would let him have that video, absolutely.
All right.
It's evidence for me against what, you know what you guys should have did is I'm trying to put, no, I've got a complaint here also. I've got a complaint against your officers that they should have took my complaint. I said somebody assaulted me and they took off, they didn't do anything,
Okay,
okay?
sure.
And I got video evidence also of this. I'm gonna send it to you in your email, okay?
Let's go to step one before we go to step five.
Thank you, Mr. Felix. All right.
So you're right in everything you're saying, but you're like me in the early days, you're emotional, and I understand it. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
I completely understand it. But, I don't know. I'm not one to tell someone else to calm down either, so I take it all back. Not because I got some booty, and I'm all calm today. I mean, if they're willing to let you have your phone back, because you're willing to give them the evidence anyway.
Yeah.
Let them have the evidence, but you have to be there when they take the evidence. They're not gonna have your phone by themselves in a circle playing, no. You both have to be there.
Yeah.
I doubt they're gonna let you do that either. So, and you still don't have a court date, right?
Not that I know of. I gotta call it on the clerk of courts.
All right.
There's also a sign in the clerk down there, if you notice on that one video when I went in there, that it says no recording, but they let me record anyways.
Where at?
Clerk down here,
Oh,
real close, we could walk there. I want them going down there and make them turn their signs out, but I was waiting for somebody like you to come down there with me, you know, because they're
they
gonna,
threaten you if you are recording there?
no. So far, they've let me record. I've been let it known that I'm recording.
I'm in a tablet right now. Do I know how to request an officer surety bond? I don't even know what a surety bond is, much less how to request it. I'm assuming you would say, excuse me, kind costume person? What was her name, do you remember? Yeah, exactly. Person breaks the law, we have to have a full investigation. Cop breaks the law, oh, I just got here, I wasn't there. You don't have Google Photos or something that backs up your video, right?
No. One thing I do have is that video, when I switched it out to show the officer that didn't even look at my evidence, because her supervisor told her not to take it and not to look at my video. That, at least I have one video showing that I was requesting them, that I wanted to file charges against harassment, you know, threats and assault. And they totally ignored me. One was gonna look at the good officer. The rest of them though, McMullen, which is a bad officer obviously, and his supervisor is a bad officer.
Who was the guy, what did you say his name was?
The arresting officer?
Oh, that guy. Is that IA or the?
No, he's a lieutenant. I think he told me his name was. Or he said he's a lieutenant, I forget what his name was. But he's just there taking a look at what's going on. I said, well, I'd like to file a police report since you're standing here doing nothing. Well, one thing at a time, I'm watching her. Yeah. Like me and you are just gonna sit here and attack her with some cameras in a hallway of a police station.
Well, they can't take the verbal abuse either, that's the thing. They can sure give it out on the streets, but when you come to their headquarters, their little ice palace there, look at this place.
Ridiculous. I don't even think there's any houses that are 3 stories big in Clearwater Beach,
They're probably not allowed.
but the police station does.
They're a major developer on the beach. Or a Scientologist. Oh, look, someone banned the Blue Line Scientologist. This is a Scientology city, by the way. The Scientology church is right behind you somewhere.
Oh, dude, they own every building within like 3 square miles of here, just about.
Yep, I know.
They even have their own bus lines for their people. They have their own housing projects for their people. They cut off the bus lines for the Clearwater City to go past them so they can't jump ship.
I want to start coming here and recording them, but people that I know that aren't scared of anything, like, don't mess with them, dude.
Yeah, they'll spend money. If you notice, the dude that's running it now, his wife's been disappeared for years.
Go play pool and watch me cut my grass. If I wasn't married, dude, I'd go after them in a heartbeat. And by after them, all I would do is record and be on the public sidewalk.
Dude, after what they did Saturday night to me, I'm pretty scared of them, actually, what they did. They took the handcuffs, they put them right between the 2 bones and, completely put them down. And then they know that they dislocated my shoulder a year and a half ago. So then they handcuffed me and put the zip tie in it because I was holding my arm more to this way, and having this arm over here with it, So they seen that and they're like, oh, they told the younger kids that I did like it, I've seen on the street, and give a little bit of props too for being good cops, decent cops, not good. But they handcuffed me right here. My whole right arm went dead when I was by the time I got to the jail, my arm was dead, like limp, couldn't feel it at all, And they did that shit on purpose, because for disorderly conduct, why would you have to zip tie my handcuffs to my pants?
Because they wanted to.
Yeah,
Because they're butthurt.
because I cussed them out. Cussed them out for being stupid. Well, stop being stupid.
You can't you can't convince them. It's going to take a mat, even though we're getting bigger as auditors and YouTubers and Rumblers and Odysseers, it's still going to take a lot more than we have now in this building, but trusting house of evidence is bad business. Jackson County, Florida, ruined hundreds. Yeah, I remember him. He only got a decade in prison, a piece of garbage.
Who got a decade in?
There's a cop up in Jacksonville who claimed meth on people who had former charges. He'd pull them over, make them get out of the car, stand back by his, and then drop a baggie in their car and arrest them.
Did you see the Florida sheriff that was doing that?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Pizza King.
He did it to people that didn't even have charges.
Right.
Scumbag.
Yeah, they're not waking up fast enough, dude, but what are we going to do?
Everybody that sees a cop pull out a phone every fucking time.
Here you go, sir.
Okay, so the detective was upstairs, she placed a phone call to the state attorney's office, and they told her that the state attorney that's in charge would have to call her back, because he wasn't available. But I didn't get the name, I didn't hear. So I'm providing her with your email address, and she said she'd contact you as soon as she got word back from the state attorney's office. But I wouldn't anticipate that's in the next few minutes, because that's not their quickness.
Why would dispatch last night tell me that they were instructed to not let me talk to anybody?
Because I think they were putting your phone calls through internal affairs because you had a complaint, isn't that correct?
But I wanted to talk to a supervisor and report a crime again. So that's the 4th time your place has stopped me from putting in a report for an assault.
So you had a crime that occurred last night?
No, when I got out of jail, I'm gonna report the same crime that I tried reporting on the Friday and Saturday morning.
That you said all encompassed the same incident, right?
Huh?
That all encompassed the same incident?
Exactly.
Okay, so it's something that's already in the works, we just gotta add your parts to it. I'm asking.
I'm the only person that was being assaulted and threatened that night.
Okay, and you said you wanna file your own separate complaint, but it's all encompassed in that same video, same incident, same
Is it a complaint
time.
against a private individual or a cop?
Private individual.
So you want to report a
3
crime
private
against a
individuals.
private citizen who attacked you?
Yes.
Okay, do you have the information about the private citizen so that at least they could get the report started, or do you need the video to do that?
It's in that video.
Okay, so once we could solve this video problem, then you could file that report, correct?
Wouldn't it be easier to bring my phone out here and let me show you the evidence?
All right, can you file a report saying, person in video held in evidence?
How's it going?
That way
Burn
we
the
don't have to wait
Constitution.
for all that.
And what the allegation
This is
was.
internal
is that
affairs.
you're
She has a
asking-
video
He's saying private individuals.
actually
held in
violating a
evidence.
First Amendment order
You got
about a year
arrested
ago.
that
He got
night.
the
You
charges
wants to file
dropped.
that at police report.
She admitted that she doesn't like First Amendment
Doesn't
orders.
know who it is.
And if we want attention, we're gonna get it.
Justin, can I see your face?
Why?
Well,
She's upset, man. You can go ahead.
I'm upset with her too. She hasn't done anything for any complaint that I've ever done.
all right. Justin, if you have information with which you want to file a complaint or an incident that's maybe criminal, that you have information for that happened to you the other day, we can do that part. But if your evidence with which that happened is on the phone, then that's where we're going to have to mitigate how we're going to get that encompassing with your own case. Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't make any sense. You guys took the phone at all.
Okay,
Like this
that's-
cops
that's-
planning thing just it always hurts my head.
That's not what I said. I said, if you have the information to open a report about a crime that you said alleged happened against you, if you have that information, we can take that part and at least start it.
What information does he need?
Time, place, people, if he knows the people.
If he knows everything but that person, which he needs the phone for, can he still fill it out?
Sure, I guess.
Can
there
you
could
do that
be a-
now?
There could be a caveat to the backside of that.
Can you do that now?
Hold on.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do, Justin?
Yes.
Okay, let me, because I don't take those reports.
Okay.
Let me get somebody that can start that. That may even be something that he can do and start it online, because he can fit everything through there without tying up an officer. And then at the bottom,
I'd rather tie up an officer and get it on video.
Yeah, we don't mind tying up officers because they tie us up all the time.
Yeah. So I don't mind doing that at all. Actually, I prefer that.
And we pay them and they don't pay us.
pay you for what?
Well, the reason we pay you, we get our money taken under, we don't do it voluntarily.
I'm confused.
How do you guys get funded?
It's government funding,
Where's that money come from?
taxpayer money.
Okay, so we pay you, the taxpayers.
Then I pay myself to.
No, ma'am, you pay your taxes with our tax money.
Yeah.
That's a misnomer.
You're a welfare recipient.
Your whole check comes from
You
us,
are a welfare recipient.
including the
'Cause
taxes.
you don't do anything also. You never found one of these officers guilty
See,
with any
you don't have to insult her, you can
complaints.
just hit her with the facts.
Thank you. for
You're,
that.
you're welcome, ma'am, because she's being friendly. I understand you're pissed off, and I'm not trying to put you down. But let's get that report going. Whatever we gotta do, we wanna do it in person, and we don't mind tying up an officer to do it.
Okay, Mr. Felix, I didn't catch your first name.
John,
John, it was nice to meet you.
pleasure.
I'll get you somebody here as quickly as I can.
Thank
so
you.
that at least we can start that part. And like I said, Justin, if it's okay that she sends you an email when she has a correspondence from the state, is that okay? Mm-hmm. All right, super. I'll be back.
Thank you.
You got to see the video of her admitting that she hates
Just
auditors.
post it, man, and then you could show her, you know.
It's already
If
posted
she's
on
being
there.
fake right now, we'll show.
No, I'm talking about this is another auditor that came here
I
from out
got
of
you.
town.
I know there's a lot of caveats to this story, believe me. But let's get some stuff in motion. Let's make a paper trail. Let's tie up one of their guys.
Yep. Oh, where's records at? I want to get Williams.
She pays taxes too. I hate that.
Hello. I'd also like Officer Williams' background on any complaints that he's ever had against him
Okay.
and the outcome of them.
Officer Williams.
The case agent of that case right there. I'd also like Kasparich's, Internal Affairs Kasparich's records, complaints against her. McMullen.
Here, you write down your request so you get it right.
Okay.
You're welcome, Randy. I can't believe cops are still saying they pay taxes.
I pay taxes with your taxes.
They're paying their taxes with our tax money, and they think they pay taxes. Again, it's upside down thinking.
What would you call their background check again with their, how many people put,
Yeah, they're very nice because if you could find a $50 parking, then
I need these
it's all
officers.
there plus on the beach without getting arrested or something. No, donuts used to be square, they made it round for police safety, for officer safety. They're probably back there looking me up right now, man, how do you spell Felix? F-E-L-I-X, right? Felix? Regurgitated tests. Exhaust my energy, I'm just sitting here thinking about theirs. So how do people find your Airbnb? Justin?
Huh?
How do they find your Airbnb?
Oh, you find the Airbnb through Florida Houseboatsuites.com.
FloridaHouseboatSuites.com.
Or you can get a hold of Blair Houston for scheduling, 813-528-6050. I remember that because I got it off the bail bondsman.
Stay on a houseboat.
How's it going?
So I got told to come out here and speak with you regarding an assault that happened out on the beach.
Yes.
All right, I just need to gather some information from you on what happened, okay?
Okay. I'm a First Amendment auditor. I step back so I get you.
You want to sit down over there so it's more comfortable?
I don't want to sit. I'll stand over there.
I want to let you guys know, this is the recruit that we have, he's in training right now.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good. You're gonna get his First Amendment auditor experience.
You know about First Amendment officer?
I do.
You think we're all bad guys?
Never said that. We're not in there for that.
We just want to get his side of the story, all right?
Well, this guy's more experienced with it. This is John Filax. This is the guy that started First Amendment auditing pretty much. So,
So what happened?
I was at North Island Bar and Grill, recording peacefully and protesting because on November 27th, my ribs were broke, herniated stomach, and a busted elbow from a bouncer that attacked me illegally. You guys showed up, didn't want to take the report, and left. I called back dispatch. They sent over 2 officers, then a corporal, which then did take the report, and then they never filed any charges on him, even with severe bodily injury.
What's the incident I'm here about today?
Well, I have to give you the background of what's going on, okay? And if you don't, and the good thing to do is not to cut me off, because then you're taking train of thought away from my story. I lose train of thought, and then you never get the whole story. So the thing in here is, so I'm recording due to that fact, and that's why I'm there and protesting, okay? So while I'm recording and protesting, I'm getting the bar manager, which originally called the cops, started this problem. Her name's Christine, and her husband's Bill. He's the bouncer that broke my ribs. They were calling the police multiple times, egging me on, saying I don't know the law. They still own the sidewalk, this and that, and they believe that still after 3 instances there before that, okay, that they own the sidewalk. They don't own the sidewalk. So they call the police. A good officer finally shows up. I can't remember her name. She says he's not doing anything illegal. He has a First Amendment right to record. Unfortunately, the only bad thing she said is, unfortunately, we can't do anything. Well, fortunately, we have a First Amendment right. I'm going to say that, okay? So then she leaves. She comes back a second time because they're making more phone calls because I'm recording peacefully. And I'm protesting. I'm getting people to leave their bar now. People are leaving. They're going down the street because they hear what the bouncer did to me. Broke my ribs, elbow, and, herniated stomach. So the good officer shows up again. I tell her that I'd like to make a report of 3 people threatening me and 1 person assaulted me. I changed phones off my tripod, and I got that video still of trying to explain to her and go through the video, but then Officer McMullen, her supervisor, showed up, told her not to take the report. McMullen supervised, and then McMullen tries pinning stuff on me, disorderly conduct, loitering, all these lies. I shut him down, tell him to shut up and get the hell out of there. He's just sat there and harassed me the whole time. And then McMullen's supervisor showed up, and she wouldn't take my report either. I followed her all the way to her car. She never even acknowledged that I was even in her presence, okay? So since you police officers did not take the report, these drunk citizens took it as they can beat on me now, okay? And that's what they did. And then when the cops showed up, some guy was backing me into the street. My back is away from the bar, okay? And I'm backpedaling, and I got a camera this close with my tripod in his face because he's this close chest bumping me all the way across the street. He finally steps on my foot. I chest pumped him back, and I told him either you swing or get the fuck out of my face. And I kept on saying that, and I'm amped up, and I got a lot of adrenaline at this time because I was gonna defend myself, and I had every right to defend myself way before that. I didn't escalate anything, okay? So I don't know that guy's name, so the bar, as soon as I get my phone back, because the police stole it for disorderly conduct. Have you ever taken a phone for disorderly conduct? No. And he's new, so yeah, it doesn't happen. Disorderly conduct, you don't take somebody's phone. This is out of spite and for what I do as a First Amendment auditor. So that's my report. I don't know anybody's name, except for the owner. The owner of the North Island Bar and Grill did threaten me.
Okay, so this was back in November.
No, this is all this past weekend. All them people, there's 3 people that threatened me, 2 people that assaulted me, and the owner threatened me also, which I want to take as an assault also for the way he was doing it.
North Island Bar Grill.
Yeah.
Sorry, you started off in November. Here.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to back.
Yeah, this is a huge problem. This is what made me become a First Amendment auditor, is this first
Okay,
incident.
so the incident that happened this weekend that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Start from the beginning of what happened.
I already did.
I need to.
Can I sum it up for him? He went to a
Yeah, go
bar
ahead.
where his ribs were broken by the bar bouncer.
Yes.
Okay.
So this past Saturday, he went to that bar to protest.
So when he got his ribs broken, that was back in November.
Correct. So he went back to this, what's it called?
North Island Bar and
North
Grill.
Island Bar and Grill to
Gotcha.
protest peacefully on the sidewalk, as he's allowed to.
Okay.
So they had a problem with it, and so did some of the patrons. Well, the patrons started getting in his face.
Okay.
And eventually chest bumped him, so he chest bumped him back, and then the police pull up and file disorderly on him. But you're fine, man. But do nothing to the people who assailed him. He wants to file a police report on the people who assailed him that that you guys refused to take that night.
Not we guys.
You, the Clearwater PD. I don't
Yeah.
mean you specifically, sir.
I just wanted to get that.
That
I
thin,
know
thin blue line thing.
So here's my question. Did you record anything on your phone?
Everything.
You took the phone.
You guys took my phone.
Took
But
his
did
phone.
you record that incident on your phone?
Yes, everything.
Okay, that's probably why your phone was taken. It was probably taken.
I tried showing it before this, and then after you guys arrested me, I tried showing it. Nobody wanted to do any investigation. That's your job, is to come and investigate both parties and what's happened, right? Not just what you come and see eventually, you know?
So we'll have to find out who took it. We'll have to find out
Officer Williams took it.
Officer Williams.
Yes.
Right, so we'll have to get with him, find out where it's at, and take a look at that video. But we'll also have to go down to the beach to get video from there and talk to witnesses.
Yeah, yes, get that security footage also, which they did. Yep.
You got your ID on you, man?
I don't have it on me.
What's your first name?
Justin, Justin,
And that needs to happen before you can file a police report. on it.
NYARI.
What's your middle initials?
I don't have one.
That's last investigation.
NYARI.
He's got to get the
R.I.
basic information and then his story, his statement, not story, his statement. And then
How do you pronounce your last name?
statement,
Area?
Yeah,
complete his report.
What's your date of birth, man?
2/20/80.
Detectives, and then we'll go down and find out, or find every evidence that.
I know your phone got taken,
Just
but
to
do you
see
have another
if
good
the
phone number
that
for
might
you?
have been there.
No.
tonight.
No, what's that phone number that got taken?
Fair enough.
727
Yep.
678
How long has he been on?
He's got prior.
6737.
He's been here,
6737.
In Florida or out of state?
Manatee County.
What's your address, sir?
I like to say homeless to you guys, because I don't want to harass by you Clearwater Police.
Almost 4.
You got family in law enforcement? Is that typical of most law enforcement officers? Their families usually in on it?
Sometimes.
Since you're a new cop, man, I'm hoping you got somebody that's really going to train you the proper way, because from the top down, this place is corrupt as hell.
I'm sorry you feel that.
This is what all right. I got pulled over my motorcycle a year and a half ago. I got a dislocated arm from it. Can you tell me how that happened?
All right, sir, so you went back to the VAR to protest, patrons got in your face. So what happened? So how many people came in your face when you went back to protest this weekend?
4 people got in my face. 2 people assaulted me.
When you say 2 people assaulted, what do you mean?
Which one guy flicked a cigarette out of my mouth.
So when you were filming, when you were protesting, you had a cigarette in your mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guy flicked it out of my mouth.
You physically flicked the cigarette out of your mouth?
Yeah. That was the first time I was assaulted, and that's when I tried reporting that.
He flicked the cigarette out.
Yeah. He got in my face and he flicked a cigarette in my mouth.
Okay.
Multiple people touched me, this and that,
Did
you
he
know.
touch you or just?
He touched me also. He was in my face, you know, the whole thing, chest bump
Okay.
thing, just getting as close as you possibly can. The owner,
They moved towards you.
The owner threatened
You were
me.
standing in one spot,
Yeah.
stationary.
Yep.
I hate to interrupt you, but both you talking, I need to get it from you and then I can ask
Gotcha.
you. So he flicked out of your mouth. What do he look like?
gray hair, about 5'11", 6 foot, medium build,
White, black,
white,
Hispanic,
white.
Other,
all right, so we got one individual, flicked a cigarette in the mouth.
Yeah.
Now, you said there's 4 other people who said another person assaulted you. What happened?
That's the one that you guys pulled up and seen me, supposedly me, the one who's chest bumping him and saying either swing or fight or swing or something, whatever the report says. That guy right there, he was the second one that physically assaulted me.
So he battered you, not assaulted
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
correct?
yeah.
So how did he batter you?
He was chest bumping me all the way back into the street and then stepped on my foot, and that's when I chest bumped him back, balled up my fist, and I said, either you swing on me or get the fuck out of my face. You know, and that's what the cops rolled up and seen. Except they forgot to put get the fuck out of my face or swing. They just said eat swing, that type, you know, they're making up their own shit, so.
So when he chest bumped you, just like demonstrate for me again?
What
When he
I
chest
just
bumped
did?
you?
When
Yeah.
he chest bumped me, he was all the way in my face. He backed me all the way from the middle of the bar in the middle of the street, and that's when the police
So he
seen
was
it.
walking towards you?
Yeah.
You were walking backwards?
Yeah.
And he went?
Yeah, I was still walking
How
back.
did he chest bump
and,
you?
you know, I'm just like,
Okay, gotcha.
and then he
he's
stepped
doing
on
this the
your
whole
foot?
way. And then finally, when he stepped on my foot, he was chest bumping me before that.
When he stepped on your foot, was it intentional or just walking towards you?
Well, he was so close to me. You know, you're in such my personal space. I don't know if it was intentional or not,
Okay.
but it hurt. So
Gotcha.
after that, yeah, I chest bumped him back. I'm standing on my own ground. I balled up my left fist. And if I'm gonna,
Okay.
if I'm gonna physically assault somebody, I'm not gonna have a camera in my hand. I'm not gonna give him no warning. You know,
What do he look like?
he was about 5'5", in his 60s, I want to say, late 50s, early 60s, fat, gray hair. That's all I remember. The police should have his number because the police are the ones who actually seen that altercation when they pulled up and said that I was the aggressor in that point. And that's what I got the
When
charge
did this
for.
actually happen?
Saturday, about 2 o'clock, about 1:30 in the morning, I'd say. 2 o'clock in the morning, somewhere around there. But that whole incident happened from like 8 o'clock at night till 2 in the morning. Because I kept on coming back, they kept on shutting the bar.
2 people.
And the owner also of that bar threatened me. I'd like you to put that there in the report.
Okay, so is this after those people battered you or before?
This is before.
Before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in between, actually. In between the first battery and the second battery, the owner was threatening me.
Okay, what happened with you?
Huh? The owner would just come out and beat your pussy ass and all that other shit. You know, I took it as a threat, you know, along with multiple other people. One guy I do have on film, also, I have a lot of them all on film threatening me, you know. So I have 4 people. The other guy's also gray hair
How do you know it's the owner?
because they used to have a sign spinning on top of the bar.
What was the sign?
And he told me he's the owner also.
Okay. Do you know what his name was or anything? Or no?
I can't remember it right
The owner
now.
and the bouncer?
Huh?
Owner and bouncer?
No, he's just the owner. I've never seen him before. He never comes to that bar. He has multiple other bars. That's like his bullshit bar that he doesn't even care about, I guess.
Okay, so he told you, he said he was gonna beat your ass?
Yeah, he said, I'm gonna beat you up. You wanna go up back, this and that. And I told everybody, I don't street fight. If you really wanna fight me, let's go in the ring. I just spent my whole life in karate.
What did he do when he said that to you?
What?
When he said that to you, what did he do?
He was just threatening me, you know, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. I'm a pussy, I'm a bitch, I'm this, and, you know, it was just, I got disorderly conduct. He was being disorderly, not me. Everybody in that bar was being disorderly.
I'm not worried about what happened to you, because that seems
Yeah.
like that's a touchy incident with you that already happened in the past. I'm just trying to figure out this incident.
Yeah, this happened this Saturday morning and Friday night, yeah.
So he said that, were you how'd you feel when that happened?
I felt threatened and scared the whole time I was there.
Okay, would you say you were in fear or?
Yeah. I was in fear the whole time I was there, from the police and the patrons. Every time the cops came, they threatened me with this, that, and the other, saying I was drunk, saying this, saying that. Yeah, I'm scared of the police because they're lying, trying to get me out of there. Disorderly conduct. I'm loitering. You know.
You're frustrated about that incident, but we gotta focus on the assault and the threats.
Yes.
I don't
Well,
want to
I'm
break
saying
that
that's
down.
what I was
know
scared
that's
about.
part of
Yeah.
it, and I know you want me to understand that, and I do have an understanding of that.
Okay.
So we got the 2 batteries, we got the 1 threat. Any other?
All threats. There's 4 or 5 people that threatened me on that videotape.
Okay. Anything? Any other incident? Well, any other person you want to tell me about?
Yeah, the guy that was the other guy that threatened me, gray hair, 5'10". I do have him on video also, like I said, and he came out to the police, tried saying that I was the problem and the aggressor.
When this guy threatened you, what did he say to you?
Same thing. I'm gonna come out there and beat your ass. I'll fuck you up, and don't let me see you here, there. You know, a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's very simple. We could just get my video off of my phone. I don't even understand why they have it still.
We're gonna try to do that, but
Yeah.
that's out of my control right now.
Yeah. I got that.
The video of the people who did that stuff to you are on the phone that they have?
Their security was only going to show the outside of the sidewalk. It's not going to show when the police showed up and I was out in the street and the guy chest bumping me and then he chest bumped in the back.
You got video of everyone, right?
Yeah, on that phone, yeah.
On the phone that they have?
Yep.
So you need that for evidence also?
Yes.
There you go.
They're saying they need it for evidence, but arresting me without investigating.
So what the owner look like?
Beard, black hair, about 6'1",
What was his race?
white.
All right, so I got 2 people who threatened you, the 2 people that battered you. Any other people you want to inform me about?
That's about it.
All right, you got any questions for me?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
You guys did pretty good, I mean.
Yeah. You did all right for being a rookie.
All right, sir.
I think he's only a rookie here.
They probably sent you guys out since you're going to call them calm and collected.
Report number, unless you want it on the piece of paper.
Just put it on a piece of paper. That'd be good.
This here? It's a little knife.
Ground it with your finger. That's it?
I'm just waiting, the radio's going on, I'm trying to get the report number for him.
Oh, I see.
They took 2 big amount. They took 2 big amount, 22,000 something and 24,000 something.
She's making me hungry.
Where do you want to eat at?
You buying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him.
Here, for so you can advise the report number.
And they took it on 4,000. They took it on, they emptied on
Is there a policy against wearing blue line paraphernalia, or you guys just don't do it?
No, they do it. I've seen them patched on them.
We only do it around
If you say we, you mean the whole department? You mean the whole department? Is it a policy, or you guys all chose collectively to do that?
I think it's just more preference.
That's great, man.
Should be, because it's against the Constitution.
The one with the blue line, I was the most impressive.
All right, sir, what was your name again?
Justin.
Justin, all right, here it is. That's the trainer's name, that's my name, and that's your report number.
Okay. Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys. Take care.
Have a good day, nice to meet you.
All right, guys, that sums up. Left here another day without my phone. You know these cops ain't gonna do shit about about everything.
Saying they're gonna call the DA and all that crap.
If I get busted up, they don't care. If I get threatened, they don't care. They've already proved that multiple times. Let's go see if this car is running. I bet you this asshole left this car running. That's what they do here.
I got an hour left.
All right.
And I gotta go back to the beach and then back again.
This one's not running.
All right, everybody. Thanks for making my boring life not so boring for me.
This one's running.
For you, but whatever.
What car number is this? G4407. This asshole doesn't care about wasting taxpayers' money.
It's been pretty much cool.
This
guy's upset, understandably, of course.
Let's see if he left any information on his fucking computer. Oh, look, got his computer on too. This guy is violating a whole bunch of shit already. Well, guys, John's gonna drop me back off at the beach. Remember, John Filax is not getting paid. He's doing this basically pro bono because YouTube cut him off. So this guy is a true patriot. He has no means of getting money off of YouTube right now or doing this for any means other than our benefit. So do us all a favor by keeping him on, give him some more motivation, PayPal him some money. Even like I said, got 250,000 subscribers. If every one of you guys send him $1, he'd make $250,000. And this is all he would do, he said. So give him $1. I'm gonna sign off, you guys. It's the first time I did a live video. I don't even know how to turn it off.